Okay, so good morning to all. In the last session, we have concluded our last discussion on this particular point. This is the voltage gain of inverting amplifier, which is given as minus of RF upon Rin, where RF stands for feedback resistor and Rin stands for input resistance. And we have also seen that what this minus sign signifies. This minus sign shows that there is a phase shift between 180 degree. There is a phase shift, 180-degree phase shift between output and input voltages, right? So suppose your input is positive half cycle, then at the output you will get negative half cycle. But obviously that will be amplified only. All right. So we will take one example. We will see how exactly the input output are related, and we will solve one example on this. So one example is right here. So the problem is for the inverting amplifier as shown in figure. Suppose this is the circuit diagram for the inverting amplifier. Now in this amplifier, in this circuit diagram, you can observe, since this is inverting, how will you say that it is inverting amplifier? You have to first identify whether input Vin is given to the inverting terminal or non-inverting terminal. This is the first you have to check. So in this case, Vin is given to the inverting terminal. So that's why this amplifier become inverting amplifier. And again, the feedback is negative, right? Vout is given to the inverting amplifier. So whenever you are using your op-amp in amplifier, in amplifier mode, then always remember this feedback will be always given to the inverting terminal. This feedback will be always negative feedback. Okay. All right. So now which parameters are given? RF is given as 20 kilo ohm, that is feedback resistor. Rin is given as 10 kilo ohm, that is this input resistance is given as 10 kilo ohm. And V in is given as 1 volt peak to peak. Now we know that for an amplifier, op amp is nothing but one amplifier. So generally the input is given as analog signal like this. And what is the value of input signal? It is 1 volt peak to peak. Now what do you mean by 1 volt peak to peak is, suppose you have taken one sine wave like this. So 1 volt peak to peak, that means its positive peak will happen at 1 volt and negative peak will appear at minus 1 volt. This is the meaning of 1 volt peak to peak input signal. Okay. So how's your input? Your input is sine wave with the amplitude, peak amplitude of 1 volt. So peak to peak हो जाता है आपका, peak to peak is 1 volt. Sorry, there is one correction. Don't, it is not 1 volt peak to peak. You know, positive 1 volt will be there and negative 1 will be there. So total it becomes 2 volt peak to peak. Okay. So there is a slight correction here. Or you can यहाँ पे अगर वैल्यू चेंज की तो पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा. ओके, वन सेकेंड. So I will just make a correction. Because depending on this, your output value will appear. So let me just check. One second. Okay, so sorry from my side for this particular mistake. Now we will conclude we will continue our discussion that Vin is given as 2 volt peak to peak. So just now I have mentioned you that peak to peak total. So its positive peak is appearing at plus 1, positive 1, right, at 1 volt, and negative peak is appearing at minus 1 volt. So what will be the total voltage from this peak, positive peak to this peak? It will become 2 volt, right? I hope you got this concept, don't get confused. So when they talk about peak to peak voltage, then this peak to peak voltage for this particular sine wave will be 2 volt. Okay, so this is the given, these are given parameters. So what are the given? The value of RF, that is feedback resistor, is given, R in is given, and V in also given. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out the output voltage V out, and you have to also draw the input output waveforms. So input waveforms I have just drawn. Okay, so you have to also draw the input output waveform. So this is very important example, and many times it is asked in the exam. So now we will go to the solution. So now we know that the gain of inverting amplifier is given by, right? We have seen in the last session. So we have derived the expression for the gain, voltage gain. So AV, that is voltage gain, is given as V out divided by V in, right? And what was the expression we have obtained? It is minus RF divided by R in. Okay, minus RF divided by R in. Now you have to just write this particular expression in the form of V out. So this V in term, I will take it to the other side. So I will get this particular equation. So V out equals to minus RF upon R in into V in. Okay. Now you have to just put the values in this particular expression or in this particular equation. So RF is given as 20 kilo ohm. So I have put the value. R in is nothing but 10 kilo ohm, and V in you have to take here, instead of 1 volt it is 2 volt. Now you have to do this calculation. So 20 divided by 10, that will be 2. 2 multiplied by 2, it will be minus 4. So you have to take corresponding corrections. I will forward this PPT with the corrections only, so don't worry about it. So what is the output value? So V out equals to 4 volt peak to peak. Okay. So 4 volt peak to peak is our value. That means now we have to draw the input output waveform. So this is very simple calculation. Okay, we have already seen what was the gain expression. We have just put the value of RF and R in that particular expression, and we have calculated the output value. Now what about input output waveforms? Right. So I will just let you know. So this is what these are input output waveforms. So this input waveform we have already seen. It is 1 volt positive peak and negative peak. So peak to peak it will be 2 volt, right? And this is your output waveform. So what was your output waveform? Output waveform was 4 volt. हाँ, यहाँ पे 2 की जगह पे 4 हो गया था क्योंकि अपन ने जो करेक्शंस किए ना यहाँ पे V in एक की जगह पे 2 volt था. So that's why you are getting minus 4 volt peak to peak. So here what will happen? You can observe. So minus 4 volt peak to peak. So first you have to draw the sine wave of having peak to peak value as 4 volt. So you can observe positive peak is here and negative peak is here. So peak to peak it will become 4 volt. Now what does minus sign indicate? That whenever this positive half cycle is there, you will get a negative half cycle, and when negative half cycle is there, you will get positive half cycle. So there will be 180-degree phase shift between input and output. Okay, so this is how your input output waveforms will look like. So you can observe here that inverting amplifier will obviously amplify the input, but there will be 180-degree phase shift between input and output. So this particular point you should remember. कोई doubt है क्या यहाँ तक? If you are having any doubt, then you can ask me. Otherwise, we will start next topic, that is non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so we will proceed to the non-inverting amplifier. Now this is the circuit diagram of non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so here you can observe that this triangle is nothing but a op amp. It is having two input, non-inverting and inverting, one output, and the output is connected to the inverting terminal. You can observe here, output is connected to the inverting terminal through feedback resistor RF. So this is nothing but a negative feedback. So once you establish this is negative feedback, this particular circuit will act as an amplifier. Okay, so we have understood that it is amplifier. How you have concluded that particular thing? Since the Vout is connected to the inverting terminal, always remember this. So this feedback becomes negative feedback. Negative feedback means your op amp will operate as an amplifier. Now, how will you say that it is non-inverting? Because you have to observe that this V in, okay, V in is given to the non-inverting terminal, and inverting terminal is grounded through R in. In earlier case, the input was given to the inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal was grounded, if you remember. But in this case, input is given to the non-inverting terminal. No, this is your V in. So V in is connected to this particular thing, non-inverting terminal. Okay. So in this configuration, the input voltage signal V in is applied directly to the non-inverting input terminal, which means that the output gain of the amplifier becomes positive. Now in earlier case, in inverting amplifier, your gain expression was consisting of negative term, right? But what will happen here, we will see that you will get a positive gain. So the gain of amplifier becomes positive in the value in contrast to the inverting amplifier. The same point I have just mentioned. Now again you have to remember two rules which you have already discussed in the while discussing inverting amplifier case. So these two rules are nothing but rule number one is no current flows to the input terminal, and rule number two is V V suffix INV, that is voltage at inverting terminal will be always equals to voltage at non-inverting terminal. Okay, so this is the concept of virtual ground. So you have to again apply these two rules are very important. Now we will proceed with the derivation. So question may ask like this, that derive the expression for the gain in case of non-inverting amplifier. So for that you have to draw this particular circuit, you have to remember these two, you have to write down these two rules, and by applying these two rules only you will be able to get the expression formula for non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so what are the differences between inverting and non-inverting? Input V in will be connected to the inverting terminal in case of inverting amplifier, and in case of non-inverting amplifier, input is connected to the non-inverting terminal. Okay, now what happens because of the virtual earth node? Now here which node is acting as a virtual node? This particular, okay. So if you observe, this voltage is called as V non-inverting, right? V non-inverting is equals to this voltage. You know, this voltage is nothing but voltage at inverting terminal. If you observe, this voltage is nothing but V in, right? Because you are giving input to the non-inverting. So V in will be equal to V non-inverting, V suffix non-inverting. Now, what is the value of this particular voltage? So let's say it is V1. We have assumed that voltage at inverting terminal is nothing but V1. So V1, you can assume it, V1 is nothing but a voltage at this particular point. So by the concept of virtual ground, आप क्या बोल सकते हैं? That V in is nothing but equal to V1. Because what does virtual ground concept tell you? That these two voltages at these two terminal will be equal. So if one voltage is known to you, then second voltage will be the same. Here we know that the input voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal. So same voltage will appear at inverting terminal as well. That means V in is nothing but equals to voltage at inverting terminal, that means V1. So this point we will exploit in the discussion. Again, you can observe here that the IF current is flowing from positive potential to negative ground. Ground is generally 0 volt. So current is flowing like this. So feedback current IF is flowing from the feedback resistor as well as R in. Now suppose I have taken this particular voltage divider circuit. Okay, I have just only considered this particular loop. Okay, this particular loop. Then it is forming a voltage divider network. What do you mean by voltage divider? That this total V out, right? So from here to here, it is nothing but a V out. This total voltage is getting dropped across RF and R in. Means this voltage is getting divided into RF and R in. So it is called as voltage divider network. Right. So I will just arrange this particular network and we will see how it happens. Right, in this case the same diagram is there. Diagram is the same, but the representation has now changed. Okay, so you can observe here, this is nothing but, this triangle is nothing but a op amp only. V in is given to the this particular terminal, non-inverting terminal. If you compare these two diagrams, earlier diagram and this diagram, this is the same, just this is the better representation of potential divider network. Okay, now it will be clear to you that a total voltage V out is getting divided into two drops, which are the RF, that is drop across RF, some voltage will drop across RF and some voltage will drop across RE, and current IF is flowing in this direction. Okay, so I will just forward you the PPT and you can just take the look of, you can compare these two diagrams also. Both are same diagrams, okay, just the representations are different. So now we are interested in V1. We are interested in this particular voltage. So now if you observe V1, so V1 is nothing but this particular voltage. Voltage across R in. voltage across Rin is nothing but your V1. That means this voltage drop is nothing but V1. Now by applying the formula to calculate the output voltage of potential divider network, we have, so now V1 is nothing but a voltage across this Rin. So how will you calculate the voltage across Rin? The value of that resistor Rin divided by total resistance. So what is total resistance? Rf plus Rin multiplied by total voltage. Total voltage is V out. So this formula is nothing but a potential divider formula. Okay. So what is potential divider formula? And when you will apply potential divider formula, suppose a complete voltage is given here, and this arrangement is there. That means this voltage is getting dropped across, it is dividing across Rf and Rin. But you want to find out the voltage across Rin alone. So for that purpose, you have to use potential divider formula. So how will you remember this formula? That voltage across resistance means if you want to find out the voltage across any resistance, then how will you apply this formula is you have to first in the numerator you have to write the resistance of the particular resistor divided by total resistor. So here in this case total resistance was Rin plus Rf, and then total voltage you have to write. Okay, so this is the formula. But now we have understood the thing that just now I have mentioned, that if you observe the earlier diagram carefully, I will just go to the earlier diagram. So by applying point number 2, we can say that the voltage between inverting and non-inverting must be same, right? And we know that Vin is given to the non-inverting. So this V1 will be also equals to the Vin, right? By the concept of virtual ground. So here ground is not given, but the concept will be the same. Actually concept क्या बोलता है आपको कि दोनों टर्मिनल नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल एंड इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल के दोनों के वोल्टेज विल बी ऑलवेज सेम. अगर एक का आपको पता है वोल्टेज तो दैट मीन्स दूसरे का भी उतना ही होगा. ओके, सो बाय दिस पर्टिकुलर concept we got Vin equals to V1. And what is V1? We have just find out V1 is nothing but, by using potential divider formula, V1 is nothing but Rin divided by Rin plus Rf multiplied by V out. Now you have to just put the value of V in place of V1. I am just replacing this V1 by V in here. Since V in equals to V1, then you can replace the value of V in, the value of V1 by V in. Okay. Now we got V in here, V out here. So we can now express our this particular step in terms of voltage gain, right? So what will be the next step? You have to collect the values of V out and V in on one side as a fraction. Okay, so here you can observe V out divided by V in is taken at one side and remaining terms are on the another side. So again Rin plus Rf divided by Rin will be there. So now it is nothing but Rin divided by Rin will be 1 and Rf divided by Rin will remain as it is. And we know that V out divided by V in is nothing but a voltage gain. So what is the final expression for the voltage gain of non-inverting amplifier? It is 1 plus Rf upon Re. This is again very important formula. You should remember this. Okay, all right. So now this is the closed loop gain of op-amp when used in non-inverting configuration. Why it is closed loop? Because feedback is given. All right, inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, all these are summing amplifier, subtractor, voltage follower, all these are closed loop. All these will have closed loop gain only. Okay, so I will just once again repeat it for you because it is very important. That in non-inverting amplifier, what we have done, this was the circuit diagram. Input was given to the non-inverting terminal and feedback was given to the inverting. Okay, so we have assumed that V1 is nothing but the voltage at inverting terminal, and V in voltage is already given to the non-inverting terminal. So by the concept of virtual ground, these two voltages will be same. That means V in must be equal to V1. But what is V1? So if you observe here, V1 is nothing but a voltage across R in, right? And again, the IF is flowing from V out to ground through RF and R in. So it is forming a voltage divider network. So by applying voltage divider formula, we got this particular expression for V1. That is V1 equals to R in upon R in plus RF divided multiplied by V out. So now we have just replaced V1 by V in here. Then we have collected the terms of V out and V in on the one side and remaining on the another side. And finally, we got this expression for the voltage gain of the non-inverting configuration, which is equals to 1 plus Rf upon Rwin. Again, this derivation is very important. Now we will again solve one problem so that concepts will be clear to you. So now the difference between this problem and earlier problem is just highlighted here. In earlier problem there was inverting amplifier. Now in this problem we have taken a non-inverting amplifier, and the value of RF I have changed here. So value of RF is now 10 kilo ohm. Earlier case it was 20. And again the same mistake is happened here also. Just one second. So same mistake is happening here also, which is it should be 2 volt peak to peak. Okay. So now again you have to find out the output voltage and you have to draw input output waveforms. Okay. So you can just think over this problem for a couple of minutes, and if anyone got the answer of V out and how will be this input output waveforms, then they can unmute their mic and talk to me regarding the answer. Just think over this, what will be the changes and how it appears. For reference, you already have the earlier inverting amplifier case we have already discussed. Okay, so करके देखो try.
Sir, answer is 4.
V out will be 4 volt again.
4.
Yes, good, very good. It is correct. And can you just try to draw the input output waveforms? Just try it.
सेमच राहणार, फक्त लेंथ मोठी राहणार आउटपुटचे.
Very good. The shape will be the same. For positive half cycle, you will get positive half cycle only. Why? Because there is no negative sign. In earlier case, in inverting amplifier, there was negative sign. That's why we have inverted output. But here, the output will be same as input. but the only difference is it will be amplified by the, since its gain, if you observe this gain, RF value is 10k and Rin is also 10k. So the total gain becomes 1 plus 10 upon 10 is 1. So 2, the gain will be 2. That means your output will be 2 times of your input. Okay. So this is the solution part. So this is, you have to remember this formula, okay, for voltage gain. So voltage gain for non-inverting amplifier is given by 1 plus RF upon Re. Then I'm writing this formula in terms of V out. So V out is equals to 1 plus RF upon RV into V in. So again, this 1 plus 10 divided by 10 will be there, and V in is here equals to 2 volt. So hence our output becomes 4 volt. 4 volt peak to peak. 4 volt peak to peak जैसे बोला जाए तो आपको क्या करना है, you should imagine that half positive peak will appear at 2 volt and negative peak will appear at minus 2. So peak to peak it will become 4 volt. Okay, so you can observe input output waveforms here, right? So this was input waveform. Input waveform was 2 volt peak to peak. Now positive half cycle, negative half cycle. Now output is nothing but it will be same for positive half cycle, it will be positive half cycle only. But what is the difference? The difference will be its peak. It will be now 2 volt and negative peak will appear at minus 2 volt. Is it clear? Again, I will take couple of minute breaks. If you understood, if you have having any problem in inverting and non-inverting amplifier, then you can just clear it out now. Okay, so these two are very important, and the derivation for either inverting or non-inverting is will be compulsorily, अगर आपकी एग्जाम होगी अगर, है ना, पुराने मेथड से, तो कंपल्सरीली आपको 7 to 8 मार्क के लिए ये क्वेश्चन आएगा. कौन सा क्वेश्चन? डेरिवेशन ऑफ voltage gain for either inverting amplifier or non-inverting amplifier. Or the simple problem may come like this, that find out the value of gain, find out the value of V out, and also draw input output waveforms. So I got one question, that why we take V in equals to 2. So it is because it is given. The value of V in is given to us. So that's why we have taken. So this is
सर आधीच्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये 1 होता ना?
नहीं, इन बोथ प्रॉब्लम्स देर वॉज ओनली 2 वोल्ट. सो ये मेरी साइड से थोड़ा करेक्शन है यहाँ पे. इट शुड बी 2 वोल्ट ओनली. So what happens due to
ओके सर.
this 2 volt, here it will become 2 volt and your V out will become 4 volt. So this mistake is actually have happened from my side. Actually I have taken problem from another source and these waveforms from another source, so that's why it happened. Okay, so don't worry, I will make corresponding corrections and will forward to you. So forwarded PPT will be correct only. All right. So this is regarding inverting and non-inverting amplifier. Now very small concept is there. One circuit is given. It is called as a voltage follower circuit. So now what is voltage follower? So as its name indicate, it will be following, the output voltage will be following input voltage. Okay, so this is called as voltage follower. Now we will see. So this is the simple, very simplified diagram, circuit diagram of voltage follower. So can anyone tell me whether this is inverting amplifier or non-inverting amplifier?
An inverting amplifier.
ओके, और कोई ट्राई कर पाएगा? एक ही स्टूडेंट है क्या, बाकी सब
नॉन इन्वर्टिंग।
नॉन इन्वर्टिंग? ओके, आंसर देते जाओ वंस इन अ वाइल. सो दो ही ऑप्शन है आपके पास, आइदर इट विल बी इन्वर्टिंग और इट विल बी नॉन इन्वर्टिंग. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू चेक, हाउ विल यू identify whether it is inverting or non-inverting?
टू नेगेटिव।
हाँ, so you have to observe the input. Here it is Vi. In many cases it is given as V in, Vi, है ना, जो भी है. तो input voltage पहले आपको देखना है. So if V in, that is input voltage, is given to non-inverting terminal, then it becomes non-inverting amplifier. And if it is given to the inverting terminal, then it becomes inverting amplifier. Vi या फिर V in या फिर input signal जो भी वहाँ पे given है, you have to observe that whether that particular thing is given to non-inverting or inverting. अगर input signal is given to non-inverting, then it becomes non-inverting amplifier, and if it is given to the inverting, then it will be inverting amplifier. Now again, one additional point you should remember, that this feedback will be always given to the inverting amplifier only. So don't get confused. This feedback will be always given to the inverting amplifier. So this feedback shows that it is negative feedback, and negative feedback means your op-amp is working as an amplifier. Okay, so don't mix these two points. So first point is, how will you identify whether it is non-inverting or inverting? You have to check for the input voltage. That's it. If input voltage is given to non-inverting, then it will be non-inverting amplifier. If input voltage is given to the inverting terminal, then it becomes inverting amplifier. Alright. Now a voltage follower is an electronic circuit which produces an output that follows the input. Okay, so that's why it is called as follower, voltage follower. मतलब आउटपुट क्या करेगा, इनपुट को सिंपली फॉलो करेगा. It is a special case of non-inverting amplifier, right? So just now we have identified it is non-inverting amplifier only, but what is the difference you are observing here in feedback? Is there any difference in feedback? So if you observe carefully, that here no feedback resistor is given, right? In earlier case, that is in non-inverting amplifier, there was feedback given, or in inverting case maybe feedback was given, but here feedback resistor is not given. So that means RF, it can be treated as no resistor is there, that means RF is equals to 0, right? So voltage follower is the special case of non-inverting amplifier when RF is equals to 0 ohm. We'll just explain to you. I'm just going backward towards the gain formula for non-inverting amplifier. वहाँ से clear हो जाएगा concept, right? So this is the voltage gain of non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so we have derived this formula. Let's say suppose we have to put the value of RF. There is no RF given, so this RF is equals to 0. Then what will be the value of gain, voltage gain? Anyone? Suppose in this expression the RF value of RF is 0. And what will be the value of voltage gain?
1.
1, because 0 divided by anything will be 0, only this fraction will become 0 and you will gain voltage gain of 1. So when non-inverting terminal in non-inverting amplifier, when your resistor, feedback resistor, when it is absent, that is when its value is 0, that non-inverting amplifier will automatically become voltage follower circuit. Okay, so what is voltage follower circuit? Voltage follower circuit is nothing but non-inverting amplifier only, but it is the special case of non-inverting amplifier. Special case means in voltage follower the RF, that is feedback resistor, will be absent, that is feedback resistor will be 0. So now if I ask you that what will be the input and output waveforms for this particular diagram, suppose let's say my input, I'm drawing one input. So suppose my input is sine wave 2 volt peak to peak, matlab this is your 1 volt and this is minus 1 volt. Suppose it is my input. So what will be the output? Anyone? Now we
तर
are going
सेमच येणार ना.
same inner, बरोबर. Why? Because first case it is non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so there will be no inversion happening here, right? निगेटिव तो होगा ही नहीं, पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल के लिए पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल मिलेगी, निगेटिव हाफ साइकिल के लिए निगेटिव हाफ साइकिल. There will be no inversion of waveforms. Why? Because this is non-inverting. Now second case is RF 0 होने के बाद your gain becomes equals to 1. Just now we have seen. So what is the meaning of gain equals to 1? We know that gain is nothing but output voltage divided by input voltage, right? So when the gain becomes 1, that means your Vi is equals to, writing here, Vi is equal to V out. That means your V out will be equal to your input voltage. That means the same waveform will be of your input voltage also and output voltage also. So by this discussion, you might have come to the conclusion that the output voltage we are getting simply similar to the input voltage. So hence it is called as voltage follower, because it is simply following the input only. In many applications, this particular requirement will be there like this. And generally, what are the applications of voltage follower? So voltage follower circuit, it is ideal to serve as a buffer or isolation unit. Okay, because it is having high resistance. So these are the applications. So voltage follower circuit is ideal to serve as a buffer or isolation unit. It is also used in sample and hold circuits or filters. तो ये applications just ध्यान में रखो. Right. So the voltage, so I got one question, what are in here? So input resistance can be anything. Okay, don't worry about input resistance. This is very simplified diagram. So even if input resistance R in, अगर उसकी value कुछ भी रहे तो आपको कुछ, you are least bothered about the value of R in, because once your RF becomes equals to 0, right, since there is direct connection, there is no resistor here. That means RF, once it is becoming 0, your gain of the non-inverting amplifier will become 1, and when your gain of non-inverting amplifier becomes 1, that means your input becomes equals to output. Okay, so same thing I have been explained here. The output voltage VO of the voltage follower is equals to its input voltage. Thus, the gain of voltage follower is equal to 1. Since both output voltage VO and input voltage VI of the voltage follower are same. So one and the same thing. Okay. So if suppose question has been asked on a voltage follower, so you have to first draw this diagram and you have to write down that a voltage follower is nothing but a special case of non-inverting amplifier. Then you have to take the use of voltage gain expression for the non-inverting amplifier, right? AV equals to 1 plus RF upon Rin. Then you have to show that in the absence of RF, that means RF equals to 0, this gain becomes 1. When gain becomes 1, then input voltage and output voltage will become equal. And finally, you have to write down few applications. Okay. So this is about a voltage follower circuit. So we will stop our discussion here. We will conclude our session here. If you are having any problem in inverting, non-inverting, or in voltage follower, then you can write in the comment box, in the chat box, or you can also unmute your mic and ask me. Thank you.